Good morning to all the students of class 9. Most welcome to all of you in this part of video. I am Karunesh Mishra, subject teacher of social study from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear students, previously we were studying about the first chapters of the geography, that is India size and locations. We have studied about the exact locations of India in the world and also its size. The land mass of India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer. India total area accounts for about 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. Geographical area of the world. From figure 1.2 in your book, it is clear that India is the seventh largest country of the world. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometers, and the total length of the coastline of mainland, including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, is 7,516.6 kilometer. Dear students, India is bounded by the Yangful Mountains in the northwest, north and northeast, south of about 22° north latitudes. It begins to tapers and extends towards the Indian Oceans, dividing it into two seas, the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on its. That means Arabian Sea lies in the west of the India and Bay of Bengal lies in the east of India. The latitudinal and longitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30°. Despite this fact, the east-west extent appears to be smaller than the north-south extent. From Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours. Hence, time along the standard meridians of India, 82°30' east, passing through the Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh, is taken as the standard time of the whole country. The latitudinal extent influence the durations of day and night as one moves from south to north. The question based in paragraph based on this para that explained why 82°30' east and odd value has been chosen or selected as the standard meridian of the India. The answer of these questions would be the odd value has been chosen as the standard meridian of India because the longitudinal extent of India is 68°7' east to 97°25' east, and this meridian passes through the center of India. It passes through the Mirzapur, examples the centers of the India. Then there is an understanding among the countries of the world that the degree of the meridian should be divided by 7 and 1 by 2, 82°30' east. Thus, this enables us to overcome the differences of 2 hours of time between the Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat. The time is Indian Standard Time. That is why 82°30' east is selected or has been selected as the standard meridian of India. Why is the differences between the durations of day and night hardly felt at Kanyakumari but not so in Kashmir? This question is also based on this para. The differences in the durations of day and night and Kanyakumari. The differences of the durations of day and night and Kanyakumari and Kashmir are respectively due to their latitudinal locations. Dear students, Kanyakumari is located closer to the equators and the experiences a maximum differences of 45 minutes between the day and night. However, Kashmir lies further away from the equator and experiences a significant gap between the durations of day and night that can extend to as much as 3 to 5 hours. That is why there is a difference between the durations of day and night hardly felt at the Kanyakumari but not so in Kashmir. Now let's study about the India and the world. The Indian landmass has a central locations between the East and West Asia. India is a southward extension of Asian continent. The trans-Indian Ocean's routes which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of the East Asia provide a strategic central locations to India. Not that the Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Oceans, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa, and Europe from the western coast and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. No other country has a long coastline on the Indian Oceans as India has, and indeed it is India's eminent positions in the Indian Oceans which justify the naming of an oceans after it. These questions mostly or often asked in the examinations justify the naming of Indian oceans after the India. The answers of these questions would be India Ocean is named after India because India has a long coastline on the Indian Oceans. India has a central locations between East and West Asia. India's southernmost extensions, the Deccan Peninsula, protrudes into the Indian Oceans, which makes it significant to international trade done through the Indian Oceans. India was the favorite destinations of the traders of the world. Indeed, it is India's eminent positions in the Indian Oceans which justifies the naming of an oceans after it. Is that clear to all of you? Next, since the opening of the Suez Canals in 1869, India's distance from Europe has been reduced by 7,000 kilometers. 7,000 kilometers. The questions which is based on this para and asked in examinations. So, in which year the Suez Canal opened? The Suez Canal opened in the year 1869. What is the significance of Suez Canals for India? India's distance from Europe has been reduced by 7,000 kilometers after opening of Suez Canal. Dear students, India land routes have been imported since ancient times. India contacts with the outside world have continued through the ages, but her relationship through the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. The various passes across the mountains in the north have provided passage to the ancient travelers. These routes, Khyber and Bolan Pass across the mountains have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. the ideas of Upanishad and the Ramayana, the stories of Panchatantra, the Indian numerals, the decimal system could reach many parts of the world through the land routes, the spices and the muslin cloths, along with other commodities were taken from India to the other countries. The Greek sculptures and the architectural styles of dome and miners from West Asia can be seen in many parts of our country. This is the result of the exchange of commodities and ideas movement of people. What is the name of the southernmost point of India and why is it not visible today? The southernmost point of India is Indira Point. The Indira Point is situated in the Great Nicobar group of islands in Andaman Nicobar Island. It is not visible today because it was submerged under sea water in the year 2004 during tsunami. Why is India called a subcontinent? Let's know about it. India is called a subcontinent because it is a big land mass. This stand out as a distinct geographical unit from the rest of the continent. It is separated by natural features like mountains and rivers. India is also separated from rest of the continent by the mighty Himalayas. By the mighty Himalayas, how have been mountain passes been helpful in India since historic times? Explain. India is bounded by the young full mountains in the northwest, north and northeast. The various passes across the mountains in the Himalayas have provided passage to the ancient travelers. The spices, muslins, and muslin clothes and other merchandise were taken from India to the different countries. Through these mountain passes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since historic times. Next question, based on the para which are often asked in examinations. How does India occupy an important strategic positions in the South Asia? The answer of these questions would be India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia in the following ways. The Indian landmass has a central location between the East and the West Asia. The Trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia provides a strategic central locations to India. The Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean has helped India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coast and with the Southeast and the East Asia from the eastern coast. Which ocean is named after India? Give two reasons as to why it was named after India. I have explained these questions. Once again I am going to explain for the sake of your understanding. Dear students, the Indian Ocean is named after India because India is the only country which has the credit of an ocean named after it. The Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal extensions of the Indian Ocean lie to the west and east of Indian Peninsula and the Indian Ocean lies to its south. No other country has a long coastline, no other country has a long coastlines on the Indian Ocean as India. The central locations of India at the head of the Indian Oceans has provided India a strategic locations of the great significance along the trans-Indian Ocean routes. It is India's eminent positions in the Indian Oceans which justify the naming of the oceans after it. Why is the knowledge of latitude and longitude important for peoples? Let's know about it. Why the knowledge of latitude and the longitude is important for the peoples? Let's know what would be the answers of these questions. The knowledge of the latitude and longitude is important for the peoples. I have explained you. Again, I am explaining you for the sake of our understanding, or so that you can easily make out that why the knowledge of latitude and longitude is very important for all of us. Dear students, the knowledge of latitude and longitude is important for people because it helps them to understand and locate the geographical locations and globe better. The use of latitudes and longitudes offer a better and quick grasp of geographical facts. It determines the time zones of the different regions of the world. With the help of longitudes and latitudes, it is easy to calculate local time and standard time. Longitudes and latitudes also helps in calculating the distance from one place to another. Okay, students? What is meant by the Indian Standard Time? What is its importance? Indian Standard Time is that which is accepted all over India. We have accepted 82° 30' east longitude as the standard meridians of India. It was accepted as it lies almost in the middle. The Indian Standard Time has a great importance. It has prevented a lot of confusion and has brought harmony in time throughout the country. The local time of each longitude is different, so in order to follow one timing, India has accepted the 82° 30' east as the standard meridian of India. S is the significance of the central locations of India in the Indian Oceans. Dear students, what is the significance of the central locations of India in the Indian Oceans? Let's know about it. The central locations of India is of great importance, great significance, because India has a central locations between the East and West Asia. India is a southward extension of Asian continent. The trans-Indian Ocean routes connect the countries of East Asia. Deccan Peninsula protrudes into the Indian Ocean and help India to have contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from West Coast, and with Southeast and East Asia from Eastern Coast. India's eminent positions in Indian Ocean justifies naming of an ocean after it. Okay, students? What do you know about India and her neighbors? As I have explained you that India occupies an important strategic positions in the Southeast Asia. India has 29 states and 6 union territories and one national capital territory. India shares her land borders with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Tibet, which is also known as Tibet, Nepal, and Bhutan in the north, and the Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of the two islands countries, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Sri Lanka is separated from India by Pak Strait and Gulf of Mannar, while Maldives Islands are situated to the south of the Lakshadweep Islands. That's all. Thank you for listening me. Have a great day to all of you. Take care on your health and continue. These are the very important sort type of questions, and I have discussed also the very sort of type of questions. In the next video, I will explain the rest part of the chapters along with explaining the long answer type of the questions, higher order thinking skills and value based questions to all of you. Once again, thank you for listening me.